So I went to Vidcon 2018 because I convinced my dad that we should go so I can meet my favorite YouTube animators like The Odd Ones Out, Jaiden Animations, Domnix, and he agreed to take my brother Ryan and I. We get to the convention in Anaheim and pay for our tickets and passes, and when I was cleared to go inside, I realized I have no idea where to go. So my dad took my brother and I went off on my own to explore, and multiple times I caught myself walking into places I wasn't supposed to go. I wanted to meet the other animators like Luke or something, Aidini Tornellini, but I didn't find them. Believe it or not, one of the reasons why I wanted to meet Luke or something was because I recently drew some fan art for him of his dog, Rolo the Beagle. But yeah, I didn't find them, unfortunately. I would have liked to meet them. Eventually, I just decided to head over to the Q&A panel that my favorite animators were hosting. By the way, the Q&A panel was in room 210, and I had trouble finding where it was, and I kept asking the staff around the convention. The whole time I was walking around like I didn't know what planet I was on. I'm heading up to the escalators to see the animation squad panel, which is like in an hour or something. Yeah, but hopefully I'll get there. What am I doing with these? I bought a sandwich at a food truck and sat down to tear the map pages out of the VidCon playbook. After about 30 minutes of wandering around endlessly, I got there around 4 o'clock, and even though it didn't start until 5:30, I wanted to be early to get some good seats, but when I got there, the line was already freaking 1/10 of a mile long. I get in line and call my dad to come over and meet me, and he came there with Rye and brought a few snacks. Time passed, and we had been standing in line for about 50 minutes until the line began to move. It kept moving, but then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it just stopped. My dad went on ahead to see what was going on, and my brother followed. I stayed back and watched Jaiden's Random Thoughts video, and then after about 15 minutes, the line started to move again. But as we were nearing the entrance, my dad called me and said that there were so many people from the last convention before the Q&A panel who were still in the room, and the staff did not want to kick them out, and it got to the point where it was so full where at least 200 more people were waiting outside, couldn't get in. I was one of those people. I was so scared that I wouldn't be able to see the people who are my freaking idols and stand in that line for nothing. My brother and dad were still at the front trying to figure out what to do, and in the midst of all the chaos, my brother started crying. But a particular certain person happened to notice this little 10-year-old kid crying and offered to help us get in. It was someone who helped work for Jaiden, and they ended up letting my brother into the room. Security said that they could only have one more person come into the room and stand with Rye, and my dad immediately knew who to get. He told my brother to go inside and wait for us, and started zipping back to me, who was still in line. He pulled me aside and told me to follow him. As we were running towards the entrance, he explained everything that happened and said I was really lucky. My dad takes me to a door near the front and tells the security guy that my brother is already in there and asked if I could be let in. The guy said he'll be right back, closed the door, and then came back 3 minutes later and let me into the room. I was so lucky to get in there. My dad said that while he was waiting, he saw a lot of kids crying and sobbing over the fact that they wouldn't get to see the animators, and I couldn't help but feel sorry for them that they didn't get to experience the awesomeness that was a pure chance for me. But I had fun. I was so happy to see James, Jaiden, and Dom. They told really funny stories and answered questions fans had tweeted them or something. The guy who helped get my brother in actually signed his community pass, and you can see my brother's name right there with his YouTube channel, DeathSlayer7807. Go subscribe. Like I said, I consider myself very lucky to be able to get into the Q&A panel. If my dad hadn't pulled me out, I probably would have never been able to see such amazing people with such amazing talent that I am inspired by. But imagine if I hadn't been able to see them. I would have cried as much as I did. That's how much I wanted to see them. But I did, so it was all good. Anyway, that was my crazy VidCon experience, and now that it's summertime, I will have a crack ton of time to make more animations now that I've graduated 8th grade. So I hope to see y'all soon. Hey guys, sorry that I didn't post my Storytime videos very often. I was busy with school and finals, and I'm gonna end this card with a video of Jaiden Animations, The Odd Ones Out, and Domnix all together. I edited the video because, you know, I like to do that, so here's the video of them, and I hope to see y'all later.
Love you too, Randy Citizen.
What if their name's actually Random Citizen? Would you name your kid Random?
You're a random citizen.
Love you too.
Yes, hello.
Okay, sure. I mean, I'll be a furry. Why not? Yeah, okay.
Whatever makes you happy.
Alright. I'm glad all the parents left.
10. Okay, so I think this.
I stand up. Yeah. I'm sorry for the people in the back.
Disappointment.
People in the back probably aren't going to see this, but
I can like break my arm.
Oh my gosh! Oh my lord!
A lot of people ask that, like, oh, how do I start on YouTube? I mean, you just have to press the upload button. That's really how you start.
Hey guys, also I want to give a big thank you to the people who let me and my brother into the room, you know, because they really helped us and we wouldn't have been able to see such amazing people without them. So thank you all guys. Thank you. Sorry, thank you guys. All right, bye.